and gentlemen, welcome back to another very special, as always, episode of the Hyperconscious Podcast. We hope you enjoyed our latest episode where we were lucky enough to sit down with the one and only Dr. Jen Esker at DocJenFit on the gram. Today, for episode number, what is this? 300, sorry.
200.
And let me look. I don't know if I have it up still. I don't know what episode this is, Jeff.
365,
I think.
All
right, we'll just say that. Whatever episode number this is, we are going to do a 5-minute clinic on cultivating confidence.
So, as you know, I like to provide context. We both do. Why are we doing this episode? So we have a private Facebook group called Hyperconscious Nation, as you know, and we do a poll. What is it, every Thursday?
Yes.
Yeah, so every Thursday we're doing a poll on what people want to learn more about, what they're struggling with. So this week it was relationships, confidence. I think one of them was entrepreneurship/business, and confidence won. So that's why we're doing this. And Kevin has given speeches on cultivating confidence in the past. And as you all know, he did struggle with confidence early in his journey. So we want to help you with that.
This is my 5th episode podcast today, I think, or 4th or 5th. It's been a long day. So for those of you who watch on YouTube, I'm actually going to do a screen share of one of my presentations. So I'm going to do that now, and hopefully it'll work, and I won't be steady jeffing. Can you see that?
Yes, I can.
All right. So I think there are definitely more than 5 ways, but I like to do 5 ways because if I give you 35 ways, it's going to be a lot harder for you to follow through. Number one, and the reason I give these is because this is the kind of the blueprint I took. Right. So number one for me was getting around confident people. I got around Alan. I saw what confidence was. I mean, if you want to be better at a sport, you spend time with people who are better. If you want to be a better speaker, you study speakers. I think figure out a way where you can get around somebody who is at that level. Maybe that means even working with them as a coach. Like whatever you can do to add value to their life and get around them in their orbit is going to help you tremendously. We're also going to hammer through these because this is a 5-minute clinic.
Yep.
So that's number one. Number two, figure out why am I unconfident? Why do I lack confidence? Where am I actually confident? Because I guarantee, even if you are the least confident person in the world, you are more confident doing something than I am. Maybe it's holding a baby. Maybe you've held a lot of babies and you're super confident. I'm not, because I'm afraid I'm going to crush the baby. Okay.
Right.
I was always super confident in the gym. Why? Because I put so many hours there. So you are confident somewhere. And realize maybe for you, confidence comes with competence. The more time you spend somewhere, the more confident you will be. And don't be afraid to get familiar with your fears and your insecurities. The first step in anything is awareness. So become aware of that. Look at Alan eating a marker. Everybody sucks at first. Understanding that you are going to fail. That is totally fine. The part of becoming more confident, and I talk about this later, is fear chasing. But I don't care about the results. I care about the action. Yeah, of course you're not going to be great at first. You've never podcasted before. Of course you're not going to be great in the gym. You've never been there before. But understand that you can, with time, become more confident. I do believe confidence and competence are usually, together, pretty closely knit. And I think the reason, if you don't have confidence, you're afraid to take action. And if you're afraid to take action, you're never going to give yourself enough opportunity to get better. So everybody sucks at first. Understanding that is a huge thing. Now, like I just said, everybody is uncertain at first. We're all uncertain at how something's going to turn out. And if you're uncertain, you're not going to take action. When you don't take action, you don't get results. And thus that proves to you that I do suck. I am not confident. I shouldn't be in the gym. I don't know what I'm doing. But what would happen? My God. What would happen if you added a little bit of belief and confidence? Imagine yourself right now. You're uncertain of results. But what if you borrowed a little bit of my belief? And I said, Tom, Dick, Harry, Jane, Brittany, whatever your name is, just believe in yourself for a minute. Let's just pretend that this is going to go amazing. Take a little bit of my belief, a little bit of my confidence. That's what I did with Alan, right? So I'm still uncertain of the results. My God, I can't talk. Here we go. Power through.
Power through.
I'm still uncertain of the results that I'm going to get, but I have enough belief and confidence to take action. That's
9
the bridge.
seconds.
That's the bridge. When I take action, I will get actual results, feedback. And then I can take that feedback and make changes. And I can actually take that as proof that, you know what, that didn't kill me like I thought it would. I actually did better than I expected. I actually learned something. I'm more likely to do that again next time. Start small. I mean, we always say this, right? Like, if you're going to start a podcast, start with one episode. If you're going to start going to the gym, just start with one exercise. You don't have to worry about doing 7 days in a row. Like, that's overwhelming. I just want to make sure that paralysis by analysis. You don't know what you don't know. Focus more on I can learn this and less on I don't know this. That is fire. Like, be humble enough to know you don't know, confident enough to know that you can learn as you go.
Everything is figure outable.
Everything is figure outable. And then this is like the biggest one for me, fear chase. The reason you're not confident in certain aspects of life is because you've never experienced them. And I think your comfort zone is your confidence zone. Where you're comfortable, you probably feel confident. But imagine if you consistently got out of your comfort zone. Like, your life would be completely different because you would be more comfortable in different scenarios, which would mean you would have a higher level of awareness, of feedback, of action taking, of results, and therefore confidence. Like I said, it's not the results that matters. It's the act of facing the fear. I don't care if your speech goes terribly wrong. The fact that you got up there is something to applaud. And then you take that feedback and you use it to make changes. I don't care that you got rejected by that person. The old you wouldn't have even asked. So it's actually a win that you got rejected. At least now you know. You can take the feedback and you can build upon that. And there's just some videos and stuff. So that's it for that part.
Strong work, Kev.
I tried to just hammer right through it. Let me stop sharing here.
That was fire.
Yeah, that was, dude, it's interesting. That was what, a year and a couple of months ago? More than that.
Those are really good slides, man. I like those. Those are
Crazy.
really important.
So, and this is my challenge to you. Like, just imagine yourself as a more confident version of you. Like, I'm more confident than I was when I made this presentation. But why? Because I'm consistently doing the stuff that scares me. Again, I was on a show and Dylan asked me, when it comes to your fears, what's the biggest difference between the old you and the new you? Or what scares you now versus like the old you? I said the same things scare me. I just show up anyway because I have to. But I'm also far more confident now because I've done these things enough. I wasn't very confident navigating the airport until I spent some time in the airport, right? I think a lot of confidence comes with knowledge and awareness. So that's
Right.
my challenge to you is figure out first what you do not feel confident in and then dive headfirst into learning about that. Dive headfirst into experiencing that, getting some feedback, taking some action, and see how much different your life is.
I'm only going to say one thing.
Good.
You will always fear, right? You will always fear that which you don't understand. So I always use this example. I don't know anything about cars, so I have an aversion to it. Whereas if I was a mechanic and I was an expert at fixing cars, it wouldn't be a big deal when my car broke.
Right.
So try to get understanding of an arena. It will lower the intimidation factor. You'll have less of an aversion to it, So that's all I'm going to say.
If you have not checked out the new and improved hyperconsciouspodcast.com, head over there. It's fully rebuilt. We still have join #HyperConsciousNation at the top. I believe it's in white letters. It's on all the pages, I believe. So you will see it at the top, and that will take you to Hyperconscious Nation.
And that's the hyperconsciouspodcast.com.
Right.
Thank you again, Tiff. No worries, man. It's been a long day. And also weekly masterminds every 6 p.m. every Monday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank you for hanging with us today on our 4th or 5th episode today.
In theory,
Mm-hmm.
the next episode you hear, and I'm jumping the gun a little bit, but in theory, if everything goes the way it should, the next episode you hear, Alan and I will be in a different location, and I suggest you watch that episode on YouTube.
Yeah,
all
very
I'll-
exciting times.
That's all I'll say. Anything in closing?
10-second blips. Let's hammer them.
Oh, boy. The biggest difference between the person you are and the person you want to be is your habits. Make cultivating confidence a habit. You'll be more confident.
That's fire. I would say of all the things in life to get understanding. Of all the, we're going to our go-tos. Of all the things to get rid of entitlement. Ladies and gentlemen, the Hyperconscious Podcast.
Oh, yeah, it's been a long day, guys. But I think, honestly, I think confidence is always going to be an issue. I think confidence for me, I'll always default that way. Alan will always default to ego and arrogance. I think we go home. When you get unresourceful, you go home. So it's important to make sure that you know where that home is and you know how to get there. So we hope you enjoy
know how to get out of that home.
Sorry. And we hope you enjoyed this, and we will talk to you on Wednesday.
Talk to you soon.
Tuesday. We'll talk to you on
Talk to you soon.
Bye.